Hello everyone, Xyphien here. I put in around 20 hours into Hytale so far. Been playing with my buddy on their server and been playing with my wife when she gets off work, and this is my honest first impression of the game. For a game that just hit early access, I believe it's incredibly smooth and polished. Obviously there's missing content and bugs galore, but for a game that literally just launched this week, the only issue I've truly had that was actually game breaking was the email system they used not sending me a code for a few hours, so I actually couldn't play the game when I first tried to log in. After getting that fixed, there hasn't really been a game-breaking experience thus far, which is insane for an alpha game in my opinion. Even with Ashes of Creation, there's still game-breaking bugs left and right, but with Hytale it feels like they're few and far in between, which is a breath of fresh air for an early access game, especially one that literally dropped, as I said, this week. And for people calling it Minecraft 2.0 or just an average Minecraft clone, I think they're honestly missing what the game's truly aiming for. To me, it feels closer to Cube World in its prime, with a cozy RPG sandbox vibe, but with the classic tools and smoother systems you'd expect with Minecraft. I actually put so many hours into Cube World in its prime, and I was absolutely devastated when the dev removed everything, slapped a new price tag on it, and tried milking people time and time again on what I personally think is just a straight up scam at this point. However, much like Cube World, Hytale puts the RPG over the sandboxness of the game, while also having so much sandbox content for the world. I will say I personally think the game would be a lot better with more survival tools and aspects to the game like that, but the best thing about this game is the fact that you'll be able to mod it completely, so if you want to have one thing over the other, you'll eventually be able to find a mod for it, I think. The exploration in the game, creativeness, and the multiplayer off the bat feels smooth and fairly polished for the game literally just dropping. My wife and I have had some issues with connectivity, especially on land, but other than that, everything seems really nice and very polished. We haven't engaged too much in actual building outside of rebuilding our walls and tower, but from what I've seen so far, the crafting mechanics in the game it's built with beauty in mind. You can easily make decoration blocks quickly and efficiently, allowing you to spice up your base however you want. With statues littered around the area, the ability to make your own statues as well as being able to go a step above even that, you can actually import your own object files into the game. So we see nothing but promise when it comes to this. My absolute biggest complaint with the game so far though is honestly really small. It's the UI in the game. I think it's too modern. With placing emphasis on the RPG aspect of the game, I think it'd be a lot better if they had a base RPG UI instead. Of course, I'm sure you'll be able to customize this completely eventually, but mixing modern with adventure RPG just doesn't sit right with me personally. I've long gave up on Hytale. Just fun fact, the moment Riot Games bought them and then stopped posting updates, videos, etc., I knew it was just an acquisition to shut down the game, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I even made a Hytale website called hytale.place, which was supposed to be an all-in-one forum, marketplace, to upload mods, saves, world servers, etc., and literally anything else you wanted. The website is still up, but the fact that it's a forum shows just how long we've actually been waiting on the game. It wasn't until just a few months ago a buddy of mine told me that the original devs were in talks with purchasing back, and lo and behold, that actually happened. I really thought it wasn't going to, and now it's really all I can think about. I personally had an absolute blast with the game so far, and it's something my wife now looks forward to playing non-stop when she gets home from work. So if you're wondering if it's worth a $20 price tag for the base game, I will tell you I 100% think it is. We're actually going to be upgrading to the max package this next paycheck since we're both obsessed with the game. I think for early access it's polished and has enough content to easily justify the $20 price tag, especially with so many servers and modders already hard at work making some great content for the game.